Hello, and welcome back to the Southern Bible Thumper channel. For this upload, we will be reading Leviticus chapter 9. And it came to pass on the 8th day that Moses called Aaron and his sons and the elders of Israel, and he said unto Aaron, Take thee a young calf for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering, without blemish, and offer them before the Lord. And unto the children of Israel thou shalt speak, saying, Take ye a kid of the goats for a sin offering, and a calf, and a lamb, both of the first year, without blemish, for a burnt offering, also a bullock and a ram for peace offerings to sacrifice before the Lord, and a meat offering mingled with oil, for today the Lord will appear unto you. And they bought that which Moses commanded before the tabernacle of the congregation, and all the congregation drew near and stood before the Lord. And Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord commanded that ye should do, and the glory of the Lord shall appear unto you. And Moses said unto Aaron, Go unto the altar, and offer thy sin offering, and thy burnt offering, and make an atonement for thyself, and for the people, and offer the offering of the people, and make an atonement for them, as the Lord commanded. Aaron therefore went unto the altar, and slew the calf of the sin offering, which was for himself. And the sons of Aaron brought the blood unto him, and he dipped his finger in the blood, and put it upon the horns of the altar, and poured out the blood at the bottom of the altar. But the fat, and the kidneys, and the caul above the liver of the sin offering he burnt upon the altar, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the flesh and the hide he burnt with fire without the camp. And he slew the burnt offering. And Aaron's sons presented unto him the blood, which he sprinkled round about upon the altar. And they presented the burnt offering unto him, with the pieces thereof, and the head, and he burnt them upon the altar. And he did wash the inwards and the legs, and burnt them upon the burnt offering on the altar. And he bought the people's offering, and took the goat, which was the sin offering for the people, and slew it, and offered it for sin as the first. And he brought the burnt offering, and offered it according to the manner. And he brought the meat offering, and took an handful thereof, and burnt it upon the altar, beside the burnt sacrifice of the morning. He slew also the bullock and the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings, which was for the people. And Aaron's sons presented unto him the blood, which he sprinkled upon the altar round about, and the fat of the bullock and of the ram, the rump, and that which covereth the inwards, and the kidneys, and the caul above the liver. And they put the fat upon the breasts, and he burnt the fat upon the altar. And the breasts and the right shoulder Aaron waved for a wave offering before the Lord, as Moses commanded. And Aaron lifted up his hand toward the people, and blessed them, and came down from offering of the sin offering, and the burnt offering, and the peace offerings. And Moses and Aaron went into the tabernacle of the congregation, and came out, and blessed the people. And the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the people. And there came a fire out from before the Lord, and consumed upon the altar the burnt offering, and the fat, which when all the people saw, they shouted, and fell on their faces. Leviticus 9. This is the 8th day. So in chapter 8, that chapter ended with Aaron and his sons having to stay in the tabernacle for 7 days and nights. So Leviticus 9 is the 8th day. God tells Moses to tell Aaron to take a calf for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. God commands Israel to get a young goat, a calf, a lamb within 1 year of age, without blemish. And then in verse 4, they are also commanded to bring a bullock and a ram, and a meat offering. A meat offering is also a grain offering, and that the Lord will appear to you. So in verse 8, Aaron slew the calf, or slaughtered the calf, completed the actions required for his own sin offering, and then he slaughtered the burnt offering animal in verse 12. In verse 15, Aaron completed the Israelites' sin offering ritual with the goat. And then Aaron and the Israelites' burnt offering, he did the burnt offering for the Israelites in verse 16. He did the Israelites' meat offering in verse 17, did the peace offering in verse 18, and then in verse 23, Aaron and Moses were done and came out. Aaron blessed the people. And then in verse 24, God manifested himself magnificently through fire, which inspired the Israelites to give a special recognition. The only highlight I have for Leviticus 9 is that, again, God is manifesting himself through fire instead of a tangible form that a human can interpret, touch. And again, just considering what type of entity is God, because it seems more like God is a force than he is a different type of being, because again, he's manifesting himself with fire. So that is the only thing that I want to say. And the next upload will be Leviticus chapter 10. Thank you for watching.